Hey, what's up? Happy holidays and welcome to Adventures with Jules, where I complete everything off of my 2020 winter bucket list. Hi, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be giving you guys a step-by-step beginner guide to how to make a mask. So on my winter bucket list, I said that I wanted to make a holiday mask, and my sister and I went to Michael's the other day and we picked up a really cute holiday fabric. So that is what we are going to be doing today. Let's get started. Alright, so let's just start off on the supplies that you will need to sew a mask. So, starting off, obviously, you need a sewing machine. I just have the Singer heavy duty sewing machine and I absolutely love it. So great. I also am using an iron, but that is completely optional. I didn't use an iron for a really long time, so you obviously do not have to, and you need some sort of tool to cut the fabric. So I have a rotary cutter, which is absolutely amazing, but you can also just use fabric scissors. And then obviously we need some sewing pins. We need 2 different fabrics, or if you want to make it the same, you can just use one fabric, but I just use cotton. And then you need some elastic. I know you can buy a ton of different types of elastic. I'll show you the one that I have. It's just from Amazon. It was actually very affordable. I think it was like $15 for like 100 yards of it. There is so much elastic in there. I'm not running out anytime soon. I believe that is all that you are going to need for this tutorial. So let's start off with step number 1, and that is the cutting. I use measurements 6.5 by 7.5 for my fabric, and then I use about 7.5 length for my elastic. I have a smaller face, so that size just works perfectly for me, but I feel like a standard size was about like 6 by 8 or something like that, but these are just through trial and error the sizes that work perfectly for me. Okay, so after we have our fabric and our elastic cut, then we have to pin the actual fabric together. So basically how we do this, the most important thing to remember when you're pinning this is that the good fabric side have to be facing each other. They have to be on the inside. So for instance, this is the good side of the fabric. It has to be sandwiched down because you're going to turn this inside out, and the good side you want to be able to be seen. So what we're going to do is, I just like to put 2 pins in the center just to keep the fabric from sliding when you're actually sewing. And then I have 2 elastic pieces here, and I just pin the elastic. I go through the fabric out and then back through the other side on both sides, like in each corner where the elastic ends. And that is basically all the pins I use. So now it is time to start the sewing. This is obviously my favorite part. We are going to sew all the way around, but we're going to keep a little space on one of the longer sides so we can actually flip it inside out. I will just like show you a visual so you kind of understand what I'm talking about. When I go over my elastic, I will go reverse, like back and forth a few times just to make sure it is secure. Alright, so I have just taken all of the pins out and everything is all sewn in, and then we just have a little space right here so we can flip it inside out. So now it's actually time to flip it inside out. This is actually my favorite part. I don't even know why. I feel like because then this is when you start to see your project like slowly come together. So basically we're just going to use this opening right here and just kind of feed the fabric through this little center here, and then we will be able to pull out the elastic here, and here we go. we can start to see our masterpiece. You will notice that we have this hole right here from feeding inside out. So what I like to do is just do one straight stitch all the way just along here, just to keep this hole closed because it's kind of bothersome. And this part is totally optional, but I like to iron it just to make sure all of the fabric is kind of smushed together. So now it is time to go onto the pleats. This is probably the most difficult part about this entire process, but I have found kind of a way that makes it a little bit easier. What we are going to do with the pleats, I like to make 2 pleats because that just works with the size that I have at the moment. And I'm just going to fold it up 1, pin the sides, and then up again and pin the sides. Okay, so now that we have the pleats pinned in and ironed down, it is time to sew them. For the pleats, I had gone through a lot of different pleat phases. I tried so many different ways of folding them and sewing them, and the way that I found that works the best is basically one straight stitch super close to the edge. You want to get as close as possible because that way you don't have unnecessary bunching in the center. I'm going to go back and forth over the pleats using my little reverse button. This is the mask that is all complete. I actually love the way that it turned out. I think it looks so cute. I hope that this tutorial was helpful to you, and if you made it, then like tag me in your pictures. And also, if you have any tips for me, or if you make it a different way that you find is easier, please comment down below and let me know, because I'm always looking to try new ways to make masks and just sew in general. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and you want some more fun and happy holiday content, you should totally subscribe down below. I'm definitely going to be wearing this mask for the rest of the holiday season, so in all my vlogs you'll be seeing this mask, so better get used to her. But I will see you next time. Bye!